ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Virtual Sports League. We got a nice little Sunday game for you as usual. Today it is against the Bad Guys and Minor League Gaming. Now, Minor League Gaming are actually on top of the ladder and the Bad Guys are unfortunately at the bottom. However, these two teams have gone up against each other several times, including a couple of scrim matches, and both times they were really fun, close-ish games. I think they've both gotten a win against each other, so I guess we will wait and see. But out of any teams in the league, these two have played each other the most. We have got the lobby up, and we are now just waiting for MLG to come ahead and join. At any stage they can come and join. So we will we'll just wait for them. But yeah, 2-minute delay as usual to keep any sniping out of the question. But it seems like bang, 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 bang. We have now got a minor league gaming team, and they have they've got a theme. They've got a theme. I wonder if I can see any bigger. Oh no, it doesn't do. It doesn't show. Oh man. I wish I could zoom in and have a look at their logo more, you know, really give the viewers a nice look at what's going on there, but that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. And in 24 seconds, you'll be able to hear me, which is very fun. But yeah, otherwise, very exciting. One more player to join the Bad Guys, not the Pink Ranger, of course. And then we are on. Like Dota 2. That's it. That is absolutely correct. There is no way for me to currently show you the league table. That is something I'll be working on for next season. Anyone that is watching, as currently I've just got the stream focused in on Dota, just to make sure that any Discord messages or anything like that pop up, there won't be any issue there of privacy and things like that. So that's what's happening there. That's what's happening there. Where am I? Oh, that's where. Yeah. Otherwise, we're on, and all players are ready. Ready? Ready? Is Kimberly still hot? I think Kimberly is the Yellow Ranger. One man. Let's go two. Let's go 2 mins. One is fine. One is fine. Now, I swear I bought a little said fast food packet with me to dry my hands. Get them nice and dry and ready to use my keyboard and mouse. But apparently that hasn't happened. Yes. Grr, anger. Yes, grr, anger. Look at that. That is how Virtual Sports League responds to cheaters, with anger. You know? The only way to stop a cheater is with a good cheater. With a gun. Yeah. I'm best at it. What do you mean? Red Ranger. Now it is going to be very confusing. Actually, it's going to be very simple. But as far as knowing the players, let's say you're a fan of MLG and you're looking to support one of your friends or something like that, it's going to be very difficult unless you know which Power Ranger they have gone for at the moment. Oh, we got some viewers already admiring the names. Oh, I know, it's incredible. Did you? Both captains have said go. I assume it's the captain. I don't know which one. That's a good thing. Which Power Ranger is the captain? And we're gonna get an answer so then I can know. I would love to know the answer. That red, fantastic. Ah, as usual, the red. The red indeed. Ivan Ooze, baby. Ooh, Ivan Ooze. Little Mighty Morphin Power Rangers there for anyone that hasn't seen the incredible film that is The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 1995. But enough about the Power Rangers. We're playing Dota. No, I said enough about the Power Rangers, but let's be real, I'm going to talk about the Power Rangers much more because I think that's very fun. And one of the teams is literally called all the Power Rangers. We got the yellow, we got the blue, we got the black, we got the red, we got the pink. You know, we don't have a dazzle, that's for sure. There will be no dazzling in this game. We got no Oracle. Oracle's out. Get him out of here. And we don't have an Undying. It seems like they're thinking any save hero that's hard to kill, makes people hard to kill, they're gone. They are out. So that is a lot of fun because there's three of the main healers, but three of the main saves for sure. And if anyone's wondering, the save I'm talking about is of course Undying's Tomb, but you know, not as good as Grave or remember what Oracle's blooming ability is called? False Promise. It's no false promise either. But it's absolutely incredible, you know, works against Legion, Commander, works against the Black Hole, works against a lot.
Dire Team Ban.
Dire Team Ban, a brood mother. There'll be no mothers. 0 mothers in this game. Unless the pink or yellow ranger. Surely.
5 seconds remaining.
Surely one of the actresses that has played the pink or yellow ranger has been a mother at some stage. And you know what? Let's have a look. Let's see what happened to the actors in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Ivan Ooze. And Shady Shaman is the first pick we've got here. Strong pick. I wonder if we're going to have a giant chicken or several little chickens. And we got the cast up here.
10 seconds remaining.
Kimberly, I assume, is the yellow Power Ranger.
5 seconds
How is
remaining.
Kimberly Amy Jo Johnson? How is Amy? I did not know that Amy Jo Johnson was Kimberly. We have a Snapfire. Amy Jo Johnson's not who I was thinking of. We have a Snapfire.
Radiant
Amy Jo
team
Johnson
back.
is in Felicity. I love that. By Felicity, I mean the...
Dire Team Ban.
Oh, I thought that was a Firefly reference. No, it's not. Amy Jo Johnson, Canadian, is a mother. Is a mother. Magical night with my girl at a Coldplay concert. Yep.
Dire
So we do
Team
have mothers in this game, the Yellow Ranger. And Snapfire. Surely Snapfire's a mother. Rubik, definitely not a mother. OD, no. Necrophos, don't know again. Silencer, gone. Lycan, gone. So far,
10 seconds remaining.
the picks are sort of anti-annoying. However, I don't think Necro... I guess Necro's annoying as a hero, but compared to the likes of, you know, a Silencer or a Lycan, I say anti-annoying, and then we get a Warlock. Then we get a Warlock, you know? Warlock
10
voice
seconds
lines.
remaining.
Let's have a look and see. What's Warlock going to say to us, you know?
5
What kind of
seconds
annoying
remaining.
things is he going to come up with? A new chapter in my Black Grimoire, of course. Core! Incredible.
Radiant Team pick.
Slaughter. Strong pick. Now, we'll mention again, in case you weren't here to hear, these teams are the two teams that have played each other the most by far. They play with each other in another Dota league,
10 seconds remaining.
and have frequently scrimmed against
5
each other.
seconds remaining.
So these two, it's just sort of another light on a game that they often play together anyway. But you know, it adds a little bit more pressure, a little bit more fun to it. let's have a look at this league table. Currently, we have the bad guys. We have the bad guys sitting on top with 10 points.
seconds
Minor
remaining.
League Gaming with 5 points. Now, if Minor League Gaming wins
5
this
seconds
match
remaining.
here, it will mean that they get 5, 6, 7. It will mean that they have 8 points. And if DSAC loses their match, then Minor League Gaming can be put into finals. The bad guys, however, is almost certainly safe. Whether or not they lose or win, they're most likely going to be in finals at least. However, they do want to win so that they can get themselves the upper bracket, well, not upper bracket, but they can get themselves the
Radiant
primary
team
A sort of slot in the finals, because it will be first versus second, third versus fourth, and then a second chance match between the loser of the first match and the winner of the second match, and then it will be the grand final. So sort of a semi-final, if you will. But we got some heroes out here. Immediately, we have got a
10
lot
seconds
of
remaining.
fun with the Soul Link coming out from the Grimstroke. We've got a Shadow
5
Shaman with
seconds
3 point cast spells, Slardar with 1 very important one. So there's some nice little synergy there. Not to mention his Ink Swell is very nice for an Ursa as well as a Slardar. Just that extra little bit of stun and damage to help out a hero that's going in. However, on the other end, we have got 4 big ultimates. What do you mean? What do you mean big ultimates? I'm talking about Snapfire deals a bunch of damage in a small area. Then we have Mars, who's very good at keeping people in a small area. Then we have Warlock, who's very good at multiplying damage in that small area, along with doing damage and stun in that small area. And then we have Luna, who, as far as I'm concerned, is famous for damaging people in a small area as well. So we have 4, not only are they big ultimates, but these are 4 synergistic big ultimates. So I think the bad guys have got a very scary lineup here. I wonder if we're going to see some Sanj and Yashes coming out from this Ursa, because he probably will want to be able to get up. But that also means it's going to delay a BKB, which against a Mars and a Luna, you really do need. He obviously has his ultimate, which can save himself a lot of the damage and things like that, but it is just going to hurt not having that ultimate after. Dawnbreaker's out, great. Oh, I thought that was Minor League that banned that. That would have been... Oh no, that's the right one. The Bad Guys banned it. Great ban. I think it's an awesome ban.
Radiant team pick.
Boy, Sniper ban is interesting. I guess you can't pick it into a Mars happily, so banning it's nice. I've got 2 heroes that want to jump. Look, I do think Shadow Shaman and Grimstroke are going to be dying a lot.
10 seconds
Actually, no, they don't really have jump. Like, Mars is the only hero that they have who's going to jump
5
and set something
seconds
up.
remaining.
On the bad guys. Interesting. There's a lot of fun gameplay to be had here, because the pickoff on Minor League Gaming is on extremely low cooldown and very reliable. So they're sort of going to be wanting to do some pickoffs, some nice quick skirmishes. But if the bad guys get the fight that they want, they essentially have 4 chances of using spells correctly. Like, let's say Snapfire decides to use they all run away, they're happy. Minor League gamers still have to be scared. They have a Warlock, they have a Mars, they have a Luna. Or if Warlock uses Golem, again, they've got the rest of the 3 spells that they still have to be accounted for. If there is, for some reason, a fight where the bad guys drop all 4 of these ultimates, and for some reason Minor League gamers are able to survive or get out of that fight, I think a re-engagement straight after that is absolutely something that they should be looking for
10
in these
seconds
cards. A Centaur War Runner is an awesome pick. He can build some auras. He got some pipes. He's got some health as well. Already these heroes weren't easy to kill, but now they've got another one on top of it. 3 melee heroes jumping in and running
You
in.
may now select your heroes.
Death Prophet. a Death Prophet. So look, not heaps of reliable lockdown or low cooldown reliable lockdown, but the bad guys certainly have a very interesting team. Like Death Prophet, another big ultimate. Let's be real. She can also build some nice Shiva's armor, phase boots. She can also drain. You know, she's just going to be annoying in these fights, keeping it longer than they want it to be. And that Death Prophet's an ultimate where it's going to hang around. That you can't really wait that out and expect the rest of the spells to still be up. Whereas Minor League Gaming, again, coming along with these reliable pick-off strategies, these blinks, these hexes, these ink swells, Slardars. They've now just got a Centaur War Runner for not only more catch, that little bit of extra damage, and some auras. So any of that group damage that I was talking about might actually be nullified just that little bit if they decide to build in that route. You know what? I would love to find out. I really want to know. And the best way to do that is watch Virtual Sports League. Because the game is now starting and it is going. And here we go. We got some tips already. And now, is that a Luna tipping the enemy? Yes, it is. So we got the Red Ranger, the captain. You know, really starting to get its morphin time. No, it absolutely is morphin time. How we going? How we going over here? No smokes. No smokes. We got pings, but we don't have any smokes. Quickly, get some items. Oh. Look at that. We got a magic wand immediately. Love to see it, but we got 2 sticks otherwise on the bad G. And then we got a magic stick on Minor League Gaming. Now, is there going to be a clash? Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Sticky Stacks. I forgot how much I love that name. So good. Sweet Spaghettis. Hi. And cat.
30 seconds to battle.
Feel free to send a message into the chat. Shout out your boys if there are. I'll say your name, you know, give you that little bit of serotonin from man voice on internet. Now these players are playing patient. They have seen, however, they also just want to go. Warlock, not the greatest hero to have right now, but he's gone ahead and got a Fatal Bonds onto all 5 heroes. This is a great start for the fight for bad guys. Can they get the first blood? No. Death Prophet does go down. However, they get a return kill on the Shadow Shaman for the bad guys. And now Sticky Stacks chasing down 2. But no, they ran. So that's just a 1-for-1. However, Minor League Gaming, I'm pretty sure it was Minor League Gaming coming out with that first blood. Let's get these last hits denied. Alrighty. So, in the Radiant, we have got a position 1 Ursa, and that he has a Red Ranger, the captain, on a Grimstroke as his hard support. He is against a position 3 Mars, and a Warlock as his position 4. In the mid lane, we have a Slardar versus a Death Prophet. Now, Slardar is going to have a horrible time. He's getting a wand, but I think what he really needed was a bottle. Either way, he's going to have a horrible time against this Death Prophet eventually. I think the first lane kill is probably going to show up there. And then in the top lane for the Radiant, we have got a Centaur War Runner as the position 3, the position 4 Shadow Shaman. And that is a Luna in the pos 1 for the Dire, supported by a Sticky Stacks on the Snap Fire. Now, embarrassingly enough, I forgot which team the bad guys is and which one is Minor League Gaming. How I'm going to figure that out is I'm just not. I don't think it matters. No, I definitely do. I want to yell the team name if they have a good fight or something like that. How we looking? Now, I'm assuming that the Slardar is going to have a bad time, but you know, there is a chance that that he's not. There's a chance that he's going to have a nice little happy time. On the Black Ranger Centaur position 3, he's got his second bracer coming out. Classic. He's probably got that Centaur War Runner games movement speed based on his strength, horsepower, talent. Bottom lane. I saw people clumping up. No, middle lane. 2 heroes looking low. His career died. Oh, that's a shame. Thankfully, he got that healing salve. Water rune, buddy. Let's imagine if that salve this wand and this bracer were a bottle instead. It's not like Slardar doesn't like having a fun time in the river.
Dire's top tower
Hi,
is
hi,
under
hi.
attack.
Using a beam to get some last hits. Very good. You know,
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Sweet Dazzler, the Yellow Ranger, heart.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Sweet Dazzler. Oh, look at that. I was managed to find that kill. The Blue Ranger, on the other hand, is going to go down. So the Ursa manages to get himself a kill on the Warlock, and now he has died. I'm not sure who that's worth it for. I am not sure who that is worth it for. Sweet Dazzler. Which team is the Yellow Ranger on? Here we go. The chat is going to help me out. We have what looks like a best friend. I'm going to go with partner. I'm going to go with partner because there is 3 hearts. Sweet Dazzler is absolutely supporting this Yellow Ranger top lane. Is there some damage getting put out? There is. There's some damage being put out. Got 2 braces. Grimshoke's gone with a nice little point in the Inkswell, and then he's looking for Stroke of Fate because he is going to be farming. Luna looks like he's going into the Moonglaze in orbit. Okay, he's going to be farming. It looks like he's eventually going to give up on this lane. I don't think he needs to, but I don't know. I haven't played Luna in a while since the big meta back in the day. Teams are chilling, having a nice time. Relatively even. Still 1k in. Let's have a look. Slardar's on 18 last hits to 22 and 4 on the Death Prophet, but 18 for a melee hero. This is awesome. This is really good, you know? I don't think he's complaining about that. Oh, let's bring back the lights. We can see that. Maybe a play getting put into this Luna. No. Red Ranger gets himself a last hit. Happy days. Okay, what's going on here? We've got Grimstroke has used the Stroke of Fate to go on this Warlock, and he is going to be able to get the kill. However, Ursa is in trouble. A nice little healing Lotus gets popped, but now he's saying, hey, if you want to take me, I will fight. Turns around, puts some damage on. Happy days. Well done. MLG looking like they're coming out nicely on this fight. Oh! Sweet spaghettis on the bad guys. Looking at these health bars, top lane or bottom lane, more skirmishes, battles, no? Nice little Lotus usage there, keeping himself alive underneath that tower. Nice little play. This is even as you are going to get. I like bottom team versus top team. It is crazy to see, but you know, it just goes to show the quality of the balance. Now, obviously, not every team plays against each other in Virtual Sports League, so there's 7 teams and only 5 weeks. One team gets a bye every week, so they only play 4 games. So there are 2 teams that don't play each other. But the way you can make up for that is with bonus points. Bonus points are given for certain little objectives without the game, which are tracked by their captains and myself. And I'll go ahead and just apply that to the league table or the team's league score after the game. Sticky Stacks being true to his name, and it looks like, is he going to get a nice double sticky? Let me see. Yeah, Stacks. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's Stacks. Yeah. 1. He's just gone for the 1. He's just gone for the stickiest of the stacks, and that is the Ancient Creep, Ancient Rumble Hide. He's not gone for that. What's he saving up for here? Maybe Phase Boots directly? Either way, I don't think there's enough damage being applied to this man. He does have 3 points to retaliate, but against magic damage, it doesn't really matter. However, there isn't much magic damage coming through. Lack of mana coming through on the Luna. But the Snapfire is certainly pumping out enough. Pink Ranger was probably off getting that 7-minute rune on the other end. No, from the Shrine. Has he already gotten it? Yeah. Oh, no, he hasn't. They're still clear. Slider, mid lane, still having a fantastic time. Hasn't died yet. And he's sitting only... He's only 6 last hits behind. It's called math. We good. We good. Thank you. MLG, Blue Ranger, he's going in. Nice little ink swell, and this man has a enrage, so he's going to happily dive under tower because there is really not much that can kill him at this point. Let alone, and you know what, he hasn't even used the enrage, but he's just got enough armor helping him out right now. Sticky stacks goes in. Thankfully, Warlock held the upheaval channel, and his teammate can run away safely. However, Blue Ranger is still, he's lurking, and he's going to get himself a nice little cornucopia. He still has an ultimate, so he's happily going to dive the tower again, finish off this enemy hero, and now the Warlock is in trouble as well. The Blue Ranger continues to have, but no, 2 TPs have come through. Top lane, however, Luna manages to get himself 2 kills, and I'm not sure if they were solo or if the Snapfire TP'd down the 4. Anyway, the Mars manages to get the Blue Ranger on the Ursa trapped into this arena of blood, and they managed to get the kill. Very nice return kill coming out here. This fight recaps for the past, but we're going to look at the future or the present. Red Ranger is getting chased down by the Stranger Danger, and it really is Stranger Danger because he is dead. That is a murder. 2 kills coming out nicely there for for the minor league gaming. Sorry, for the bad guys. Coming out for the bad guys. And top lane, we're going to have a look at the kill pool. All right. MLG heads top and decides to kill the position 1 on the Luna. Either way, that was actually a very nice kill. It was going to balance out this little bit of an XP gold swing that they have, and it already has. Just way back down to 1k ahead. Black Ranger pumping out a lot of damage. He's getting a Vanguard, it looks like, which I think is a fine play. Shadow Shaman looks like he's playing a little bit of a Sacrificial Lamb, and the gold gets dropped for a position 4 Shadow Shaman. Look, I'm not going to say it's the worst play ever because securing a kill is securing a kill, but there were 4 enemy heroes running around. There was not much that needed to be saved there, if that was his concern. Definitely think that kill was going to be had anyway, but now this tower was definitely going to get had as the bad guys continually pump damage into this tower. The Yellow Ranger is actually coming through, and that is the Slardar. He's now sneakily sitting behind with the double damage into the trees. Shadow Shaman is alive, and he's going to TP top to try and help out the boys. Is he able to get a shackle? Yes, he is. Interrupted immediately, but the... Oh, and here comes these big ultimates that I was talking about. The Luna pops his... Oh, no, and the Arena of Blood was holding plenty of heroes in, but the... Very nice rotation coming through from MLG, minor league gamers. The Grimstroke and the Ursa went through that portal, understanding that maybe that they were going to continue and try and take this tower. Managed to get themselves a 3-for-1, which is a very nice little return that they managed to pull themselves there. Look at that, 1600 gold with a 1400 XP swing. Extremely good play. Very good team play coming out from MLG. And remember, MLG are sitting at the bottom right now, and the bad guys sitting on top. So this is just a classic case of playing well. Really good rotation. Love that. Great team synergy. Oh, what am I missing? I'm hearing a damage being done. Ah. Now this is a team that says we've got Ursa under... So we've got Ursa and we also have a Slider. So we got some armor coming out, with his armor sitting at -5 at the moment. However, the rotation is coming through from the bad guys. The bad guys have managed to fight. The Soul Link goes on to 2 of the heroes, and Snapfire is dead already, so it's a 1-for-1, and so is Grimstroke. The Slardar runs in. He's trying to put damage down onto the Mars, and the Mars is now going down. The Warlock somehow died elsewhere, but that's okay. His team is chasing down this Death Prophet. Ursa's going to turn around, doesn't want to have to deal with this exorcism. These bats are doing way too much damage, and this is what I was talking about. This annoying hero that is the Death Prophet manages to find himself the Black Ranger. Yes, just manages to get that kill. He's running out of mana, doesn't have another Spirit Siphon. Ursa, now with an Aegis, is confident enough to go ahead and fight this ghost, this man, this ghoul, and he's not able to get the kill. The Arena comes through, stops him in his track, and now a Golem landing on two of the heroes. The Red Ranger along with the Shadow Shaman are now looking dead. No, not quite. The Ursa, on the other hand, is now stunned up into the trees. The Luna says, why not pop my Eclipse? We're going to try and take mid tower after this, and the Ursa goes down. So up and down, classic action-packed Dota 2 coming out from Virtual Sports League. The bad guys now pushing this mid tower. Here we go. Here we are on that fight recap. Exorcism pumping out 68k damage. I'm just going to leave it up even though there are kills going on because these are some big scores and now it's going down. Let's focus on the fight at hand. Snapfire manages to cookie his Golem. The Golem now goes onto the Yellow Ranger on the Slardar. And he's hoping, he's praying. Let's see if he can morph this time. Manages to find himself a Shadow Shaman. Almost. Chicken Fingers is keeping him alive for now. Yes. I think it was a good attempt. 12 kills right now coming out for the minor league gamers. And the bad guys sitting currently 4k ahead. Comfortable. Sticky stacks. A little bit comfortable. Now, these ultimates are the ones I was talking about. Currently, 2 of them are down. We got 80 seconds on this one. We got 80 seconds on Snapfires. Kisses, Arenas of Blood is up. But then, yeah, okay. Exorcism's up again. Eclipse is sitting on 33. You can see what I mean. If they're able to get these abilities out, then they are going to be able to capitalize on fights afterwards. However, thankfully, the bad guys were able to scare them off enough with enough damage to keep them away. Oh, I should have switched this past 10 minutes, 4 minutes late, apology, but look at this. I did not realize the Death Prophet's having a lovely time at 8,600 gold sitting on top. Ursa, second, and then we have the Luna on 6,000. So Luna is currently, he's about 1,200 gold behind his counterpart on the Ursa. Now, thankfully, the Death Prophet is actually on top by quite a lot. He's about 900 gold ahead of anyone else. So even as... I want to say Steven because it rhymes, but let's go with even as eggs. Oh, Sweeper gets feeling a little bit spooked there, running away from the Slardar. Slardar got himself a hand of Midas. Not the worst idea. However, he is mid and he probably wants to be looking for some momentum, especially with the players that he's got. You don't really want to let Luna farm. I don't want to go late game into a Warlock ever. But, oh well. Ursa sitting on his Battle Fury, happily days. He's going to get himself a blink, and it might be the case that 2 blinks. However, the Mars is now blinked in onto MLG, and they've caught 2. The Shadow Shaman and Ursa, oh sorry, Shadow Shaman and Slardar look like they're going down. Yes, the Eclipse comes through. Maybe a little bit too late, but the fight was done. The fight has happened. Nice little swing there for our, well, not swing. Just more of a gold lead coming out there. XP 1600, gold 1k for the bad guys. And now they're going to try and keep on pushing this top T2s, the Dire, putting damage onto this Dire's top T2. Sorry, Dire is putting damage onto Radiant's top tier 2. Got there. Slardar didn't really want to die there. He's looking for his blink. See, they've smoked, but for what? Like, what's going to happen? Mars blinks in, gets himself a spear onto the Red Ranger. Red Ranger puts him spells down. 2 are silent. We have got the... Who's actually got there? Luna. Luna is now dead, and so is the... Oh, the Warlock puts his hat... Puts the Golem down, and now the Snapfire in the background, putting down a bunch of these kicks as the Exorcism is able to do a bunch of damage. Not the Exorcism, it's actually the Aghanim Scepter, and this is what I was saying. What are they going to do? These massive, huge, big ultimates. Is he going to be able to get this spear? Should have definitely thrown out a wild one there, but we could see. He couldn't. Big fight coming out there. And that's something I didn't speak about. This tower push coming out from the team of the bad guys is devastating. It is going to be huge. Both Luna and Death Prophet, famously good pushes.
middle tower is under attack.
Yo. Let's all be friends. Even though that Jake character, he seems a bit annoying to me, but... What happened there? Mars. Death. Nice little pick off. Happy days. Cool. See, this is what they need. Couple the chip away. Chip experience away. Next skill will be 1400. Next one will be... Just chip away. Don't fight this team as a unit. Too spoopy. Shadow Shaman, he's got mana boots. He's looking for an Aether Lens. Again, I think blinks. I think there should have been 3 blinks sitting on these teams. I'm going to look at the items now. We have a blink on the Ursa. We got a Blade Mail coming out. He's really worried about the physical damage. Vanguard and Blade Mail. I like Blade Mail against Luna anyway, but there's a lot of magic coming through. You might need a pipe on this Centaur, War Runner, Slider, the Yellow Ranger. He's looking for a Blink Dagger as well. Shadow Shaman, he's finishing the Aether Lens. So, yep, really think it could have been a Blink Daggers, but all good. If you want to chill, you can chill and farm, and that looks like what they're going to do now. Stampede is a good initiation tool. Forgot that they have that. Are they able to find something here? Are they gonna smoke up? Somebody have a smoke? Yes. Smoke a deceit on this Grim Stroke. They are looking to go. They've left the Ursa behind, it seems. Don't use your blink, my friend. Yes, all 5 of the MLG are now smoking up. They're not showing on the map anywhere, so I'm sure that the bad guys are feeling something is up. Warlock, he's gone bottom to join his team. Now, they do have a scan. They have 2 of these available. They should definitely try. However, they don't really need to. They know where they are. They can see these lanes pushed out. But the bad guys, I think, are doing a good job of now respecting what they know to be a smoke. Nobody's showing on the map, so neither are they. They're just going to let the Death Prophet show. Keep it a little bit of a secret. Nice little wards here. It's going to either catch the back or the middle of the fight. If they're able to push back down to this ward, they can. Got themselves this nice little Watcher. Happy days. All spells are up. All these green dots means the ultimate abilities are up. So MLG should be scared. They've come in. Slider's got himself a blank. Cool.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And they're going to try this wrap behind play dealio. Buttons, press buttons. He's pressed the Blade Mail, so that's good. The team is going to actually take a bit of damage to this man, and he's still alive. Slider comes in, manages to get a nice blink. However, the kisses are coming out. So is this exorcism yes, okay, so that is a 1. They do get the Luna, but it is a 2 for 1. The other 2 players had not linked up yet. They were not in this fight. So there's damage coming through from the Ursa. However, they've still got Mars and they still have the exorcism. So yep, they are respecting this fact and they're dipping. They are out of here. Shadow Shaman looks like he's going to find himself caught. Yep, the arena is dropped. That is one of the lower cooldown ultimates that they've got, but it is still 90 seconds. I don't think he needed to use that there. I think he was just in case there was another hero, you know, coming up or through or behind. He thought, why not? They have pinged out this Ursa and they are going through this top lane. Luna may have died not long ago, but she's alive now. They're going to maybe get this Tormentor. I think it's a great option. Putting the cape out on this Warlock will be very difficult for them to find and kill him. Snapfire. No item really, but more than the kisses is all she really needs. If Little Shredder was a higher level, he probably would have killed himself previously onto this Blade Mail Centaur. Centaur with 1800 gold, maybe saving himself up for a Blink Dagger. Death Prophet with a Yule Scepter. Love a Yule Scepter against an Ursa. Just feels so good. Come on, baby, when you feel so good. Mars is... This Ursa has been spotted, but it doesn't matter. He's hungry, like a wolf or a bear. You could say a bear, like a Ursa bear. Mars doesn't have his arena. This is, if you imagine if he had this up, he definitely would have went there. Kept these 2 heroes in. Stampede was popped to actually get out. A great counter to the Stampede. Maybe something that they should have thought about before picking this Centaur is that they do have the arena.
Is under attack.
Can't escape.
Dire structures are fortified.
Dire structures fortified. The Wedwanger, what's happening where? Bang, bang. So who does he want? He's used his spells. He's going to wait the 6 seconds. They're actually going for Roche, which is an interesting choice for Slutter. Blinks in, gets 2. Luna pops the ultimate. The Eclipse is coming down, and so they're inside of this this arena of blood, but it doesn't matter. Golem's dropped, putting more damage onto the team. Ursa and Slutter are now dead. The Exorcism is coming through, punishing this Centaur War Runner, putting plenty of damage. The Shadow Shaman was too far back, doesn't have a Blink Dagger, unable to help out in the initial jump of these fights. That is a 4 for 1. And the only hero that is dying is one that doesn't really matter. Warlock. Warlock died. Yeah, he didn't get his spells off. Very good choice in killing him. But he is now dead. The Grimstroke tried to snipe himself a kill just before he goes, but instead manages a little bit of a feed instead. It's not looking good for our team MLG. Not looking good at all. Whereas the bad guys are playing very confidently here. Certainly is a bit of a flip that's going on here. So however, Dota Buff is only thinking a 61% win probability for the bad guys. Whereas Minor League Gaming, nice little 40%. Still considering them. And I certainly don't think they're out of this game by any means either. 15k is obviously a big gold lead, but Dota does have comeback mechanics. Who do they want to kill? Who is scary? So this Death Prophet. If they do manage to get this Death Prophet, then things will look really nice. Shadow Shaman looking like he's in trouble here. Without a defensive item or at all, Blink can be sort of counted as a defensive item. He is now down, and they're just gonna cut the bad, cut the fat off there. The steak, he's gonna die. Let him die. Go Power Rangers, sweet Dizzler.
Dire's top tower is falling. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sweet Dizzler, her forgetting which team she's going for. They are going for. Sweet Dizzler could also be anyone. Sweet little Dizzler. Oh, we've got an eagle song coming out, a butterfly. Flutter, flutter away, this Luna will with that butterfly. It's going to be a very, very good item for her to get. Not feeling too scared about the kinds of damage that is coming out from MLG, because it is mostly physical. Like, if you are going to die, you are probably going to die to physical damage, whether it is an Ursa, a Slardar, or a Shadow Shaman's Chicky. Little chicken, Mass Serpent Ward. And what's happening? Luna is feeling good. She's feeling good, feeling great. How are you? How are you? Ursa, bottom lane, thinking that he needs a little bit more farm. He's managed to find himself a BKB. And that's what I'm talking about. It's going to help tremendously. Now, if they get absolutely wiped in this next fight, there are plenty of other variables, but I think this BKB is going to help a whole lot. Obviously going to reduce this magical damage coming out, which I think hopefully there's a pipe coming through. Yes, that looks like a ring, which is going to build into a pipe, and they've got the pipe. Let's look at these towers. These towers, they probably could have held this Roshan's banner, which just stops these little creeps from dying. They died anyway. The top barracks is now down. I can't imagine why they would need to stop. The Slardar has gone in. Death Prophet using a siphon. Ursa in on the back line. He's now just... Oh, yes, he has managed to kill the Mars. The Mars drops the arena anyway, but that's okay. They've actually got the kill. The Ursa is looking dangerous, but the Warlock drops his Golem, and the Luna turns around with an Eclipse for really putting in the damage. The Ursa is actually still alive, and now the Warlock is going down. 3 for none so far. An incredible fight coming out so far, and now that's a 4th. This Death Prophet finally goes down. The golems are causing issues. Luna manages to TP himself away. But otherwise, an incredible fight coming out here for the minor league gaming. Happy days indeed. Let me see how much. Let me see this kill. Godlike streak. Who did it go to? And that went to the centaur. And that was 1900 gold. You can't quite see behind there, but that is a 9. And there are two numbers after that. 1900 gold coming out there. I'm sure this is going to be a huge swing. Look at that. 5k gold swing in the direction, 6k gold swing in the direction of minor league gaming. 9k XP. Who pumped out the damage there? Ursa going in, popping his BKB, knowing there's not much that they can do at that point because he was always going to pop his ultimate. Centaur second on that damage score, coming out with 3400. Pipe of Insight used. I'm sure that helped. I would love to be able to see damage reduction numbers in the future if Dota does implement that. Warlock pumping out 4200 damage just with his chaotic offering. Doesn't look like he managed to get the bonds. Or this is an imperfect fight cap. 2000 damage coming up from the Luna. Now Death Prophet with Ascension Yasha instead of this Shiva's Guard. He does have a little bit of armor, I guess, coming out from these Guardian Greaves. But yeah, I'm not really sure what the Ascension Yasha was for. Bit of speed, sure, but what else? Come on. Come on. I love status resist, don't get me wrong. Yeah, a little bit squish. He's sitting here with he's got 21 armor. Let's have a look at these items. What else is coming out? We got a Rod of Atos coming out from this. Oh, before we look at this Rod of Atos, why don't we look at this Rod of Fight Toss that's coming out here? A nice smoke coming from MLG. Understanding that these ultimates could probably still be down, but they're not. Warlock is, but they've found themselves a Snapfire who's probably going to use the Atos. Yep, that's used, but the Stampede comes through, managing to close that distance. And now the Snapfire is finally dead. The big fight is coming out, though. The Soul Link manages to get 2. Luna pops his Eclipse, but there's 3 heroes with a BKB, so it's doing essentially nothing. It's doing plenty of damage. Luna tries to turn around and fight, but 3 against 1, and she is now down. In the meantime, the Shadow Shaman does God's work, keeping this Death Prophet controlled long enough to not be able to cause issues to the team. Death Prophet now goes down. Shadow Shaman and Grimstroke are down. So it's a 3 for 4 for 3. MLG have now 4 heroes have now died. The Glimmer Cape is doing wonders. He's finding himself hanging out with the chicken coming from the Shadow Shaman. The Mass Serpent Ward. He's got his Blink Dagger, and now the Warlock doesn't have his Glimmer. The Warlock goes down, so it is a 4 for 4. The only heroes to survive is the Ursa on MLG. And he's got his ultimate. He's going to pop it. He's going to turn. He's going to try and fight. Now he's going to try and run, but he is in trouble. No mana coming out from this. Oh, Mars. But a right click will do the trick. 5 for 4, relatively even fight, and it seems like it's actually favored MLG in that instance, even though only by a couple hundred XP and gold. Gold actually 1000 gold favoring the MLG Go Power Rangers, and then that XP is about 300 XP change going towards our team of the bad guys. So still plenty of even fights coming out here. Again, very imperfect. There was definitely items and abilities used that aren't showing here. Shadow Shaman now has a Blink Dagger. The difference that makes is huge. The Stampede is actually what got our Black Ranger on the Centaur in. Snapfire died. Do something. Didn't quite catch that. Wonder what happened there. They've still got a mid tower. They were fighting all the way over here, and they have a mid tower. Luna's got a Manta, Luna's got a Butterfly, and she's looking for a Dragonlance. I think it's a great call. All of her issues are melee, and they are looking to dive and fight. MKB on this Ursa, I didn't see that he actually already got that. When did he get that? Oop. Picking out some Lotuses coming out from the Luna. Well, it's a bit quiet. Let's have a look at these items. I'll keep on controlling that camera so we can see a little bit of the background. Yeah, it is those 3 BKBs that I was talking about. The difference that it's making. Even in the first fight that Ursa had this BKB, it was a huge difference. And now all 3 of them have got them. All 3 of the melee heroes have got them. Glimmer Cape on this Grimstroke as well. He survived a lot longer in fights. This time managed to get some really nice spells off. Oops. What's going on here? It's just that you don't want to fight them there. They've got all of their ultimates. Yep. Well done. Great. Good. Good discipline against Lotus, but they're still interested. They haven't dropped a ward or anything. Like, they don't... Well, they got some magic spell. He's going to pop the BKB. Yes, he is. And the Golem has been dropped. Snap Kisses are coming through as well. The Eclipse has been used. All of the ultimates have been used, but they're fighting. Luna goes down, and so does this Mars. Mars is now down, and so is the Warlock. Warlock is down. No kills yet for the bad guys. The bad guys are actually a 4-3, 4 for 1. 4 for 1. Shadow Shaman's gone down on their MLG. Now Grimstroke as well. But they're the 2 that's okay. Those 2 are allowed to die. Death Prophet currently chasing down the Centaur War Runner, and I think that they could definitely turn and put a bunch of damage onto this Death Prophet. Oh, they're just too scared. He's got 2 siphons, so he is going to live for a long time, but they should have done it already. If they wanted to go, they should have done it earlier. No need. The Ursa is now found, and he's come through. 5 for 2. Extremely big fight. What a fight coming out here for the MLG. Minor League Gaming showing that they have got plenty of fangs. They are not out of this fight or this game by any means. That is now 30 kills on MLG with 36 on the bad guys. 6k lead for the bad guys. But let's talk about that previous fight. Let's talk about this previous fight. We have got 4k gold. 4k gold swing. Yep. 4,200 gold swing for MLG and that's about 6k gold experience swing. Ursa pumping out 6k damage there, along with the Slaughter pumping out 3,300. Death Prophet putting out 4,400, and this Luna putting out 4,000. Sorry, so even Steven fights, very much so. What is Luna gonna go for? Yeah, it's got the Pike coming and a BKB. I wonder what he's feeling threatened with due to the BKB. Just maybe these stuns, these lockdown coming out from Centaur, War Runner, Slaughter. Veil of Discord coming out for the Centaur, War Runner. That's he's probably building towards a Shiva, so I can't imagine. Yeah, I think it's the only item that you can actually. Let's have a look. Veil. Yep, Shiva's is the only item that you can build it from it anymore. Basher coming out on the Ursa. This is a spooky Ursa. He's coming, Shard coming as well. Yeah, it's a really spooky Ursa. And an Ags. An Ags would be huge on the Ursa as well. Obviously, he's 6-slotted with his boots, so he'll probably get an Abyssal before he gets an Ags. But man, the Ags would be huge in this game as well. Just able to use his Enrage, drink Harrod Goffering, and or all of these spells. I'm sure if it was closer, he would have already purchased an Ags, but he had to buy Discipline. He had to buy this BKB. He was chasing this Monkey King bar to go through the evasion of this Luna. So really good decisions coming out here. This Death Prophet doing plenty of damage, very fast, but they are expertly just ignoring her on MLG. You know, they're going for everyone else. They are targeting this Luna like crazy, which I think is just great. Yeah, Shadow Shaman and Grimstroke are feeling the pain of being in the back lines, but they're surviving long enough. MLG, smoke. Onto their triangle. Roshan has been pinged. They've just seen themselves a Death Prophet, but again, this discipline play, not knowing what's up here on this hill, is very scary. Oh, but they've seen someone that isn't scary. In fact, not scary at all. MLG, go in, kill themselves a Snapfire. One less big ultimate coming through. Luna, the Mars is getting gone on by these 2 horrible, scary people. Centaur, War Runner, and Ursa get themselves another Slaughter. Manages to find himself. Oh, he's not going to go. And yes, Ursa says, why aren't you going? Get in here. The dust has been used, and the Warlock goes down. This is 3 kills for nothing coming out for our MLG.
are fortified.
Well played, boys. They are loving it right now. They're really feeling themselves. Their lineup is coming together, and these spooky picks are exactly what they're looking for. And this is what I was saying. These pickoffs is what they want to be doing. I think that the bad guys should be noticing this and really trying to make sure that their group sticking together. Snapfire does much more damage from the back lines, so Ursa managed to find himself a nice little Aegis, puts down his Battle Fury, happily gives himself a second life, which is essentially damage. Doesn't really need the Battle Fury. Sweet Dazzler with a woo and a woo as well. 3 exclamation marks on that one, so Sweet Dazzler is really feeling it. Power Rangers, power up. Wonder if there's a team name change gonna come in here. Sticky Stacks. Don't know what he's looking for there. They just got Roshan. The pressure maybe is just building for these bad guys.
No such thing as too much damage.
Take a look at these items. What do we got coming out? We got a ring. So we have a refresher coming out for this. Refresher coming out for this Warlock, with a BKB coming out from this Centaur. No, that's Shiva's done. Slardar's just popped his, because he could see a Warlock, a very tasty, killable Warlock, in a Ward and a Sentry. Yeah, they've pinged it out now, but why aren't they together? They are feeling scared. This is all that's happening right now. They're just feeling scared, which it happens when you are in front for so long and then you start losing fights. Whereas I don't think they need to be scared. They just need to play a little bit more together, in and out. Kite out the BKB and the fights will start becoming immediately as easy as they were around about that 20-minute mark. 25-minute mark. Because it was not long ago, as you can see, it was not long ago, that 25-minute mark, when MLG were really feeling the pain. Only since this BKB came through for this Ursa, which was about here, is when the fight started to go their way. Oops, we are missing some tower push. There it is. There it is. Shadow Shimei. I don't think he should drop Mass Serpent Ward here. He's going to, but yeah. Okay, he's probably going to get this tower. Oh, okay. They weren't looking to get any more, which makes sense against this team. High ground is super scary. Shadow Shaman went in against the Luna with evasion. Oh, if only. I would love to be able to say if only the Serpent Ward could buy an MKB, but just in case that tilts one of the players, it is really not fair for the caster to be shit talking to the players. Not fair at all. You know, they were getting a little bit hungry on team, the bad guys, so a little feed, nice little feed. They're going to take advantage of this by smoking without one of their players, which is gonna punish them immediately. For those people that don't wait long enough, they might have seen him. Maybe not. Whoa, why aren't they using their scans? They have one. Smoking is always better in Dota 2 when you know where the enemy team is, and they thought they did. They were wrong, and now on the high ground, MLG in the better position, and they can now see it. The Luna is free game, and it's been used. Mars drops his arena, tries to spear and save his Luna, but it's way too late. Shadow Shaman manages to find himself a snapfire, interrupting the kisses in the background. Warlock is also gone down for the kill. Ooh, Mars, he's used his arena. The BKBs have already been used as well, so he was essentially useless in that fight. That's 3 down. Mars blinks away. He should have been there just trying to help out, but I guess he knew that fight was already over. MLG picking themselves up 3-0 kills. This is the first time since, let's have a look. First time since 10 minutes First time since 0 minutes that MLG are not only even on kills, but are now ahead in gold. A gold lead of 5k for the team MLG. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go. They are absolutely going, and they are going to push this building. Shadow Shaman's Mass Surface Wards are also being up in a second, and I think he should drop the chicken. Let us see, let us see. There it is. Ooh, maybe if he blinked in, and he has a refresher. He can potentially use it. A nice little defensive glyph. Oh, it's not a defensive glyph. It's a Roshan's banner. Beautiful Roshan's banner there to protect the creeps. For anyone not knowing, these towers get a bunch of damage resistance and shields and armor if these creeps aren't in a certain range. It's about this big. But this Roshan banner just allows them to stay alive. So they managed to find themselves a nice little top racks. Something else people don't often realize, but it also gets them a nice little 3k gold for the team. Finding themselves a nice little outpost, some nice little XP is going to start going their way. And now what do we got? We've got a Satanic coming out for LC Luna on the bad guys. Satanic's, I think, a good option. At Aeon Disc on the Mars. Now I think you can notice that I've gone a little bit quiet. An Aeon Disc on the Mars. He doesn't want to die. He wants to get his spells off. Is something that I think is fair if it was a Warlock. But instead, I think it's much better to be playing at a smoking properly, getting vision properly, playing far back, and counter-initiating or initiating. You're either first scene or last scene, and if you're first scene, pop a BKB. If you're last scene, do what you want, but wanting an Aeon Disc, it's fine, but just in a Ghost Scepter, there's just a lot of money. That's 4,500 gold put there for defensive items from their off lane, who I think that they're looking for some damage to come out, and now he's going to build a Crimson Guard. More damage reduction. Playing scared keeps you scared. And I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to itemize around, trying to survive. But I do think that that's possibly a mistake, what they're doing here. Snap, fire, maybe he's transitioning into a more of a core role? No. Refresher. I like that. So see, these refreshers, when Warlock gets his, allows them to kite BKBs. Kite just meaning if MLG use their BKBs, the bad guys can sort of just run, back off, and then in a couple seconds later, 9 seconds, because that's how long a BKB lasts at its maximum duration. They're all down to 6 seconds now. After about 9 seconds, you can go back in. And let's just say you've popped your spells, you've got a bunch of spells refreshed, ready to go again. So 2 refreshes coming out soon. I think that's going to look nice. Luna with an Aeon Disc as well. These Aeon Discs, why is it always the answer? The best Aeon Disc is positioning. LFG, MLG from Sweet Dazzler. Nice little smoke coming out here. They're just smoking. They're chilling. They're chilling. What are they looking for? They've spotted something. Maybe a Yule Scepter to keep him here? No. No. Or maybe a Shiva's Guard to slow him down? No. They're just a little bit rattled. And you can tell. Simple mistake like not letting the man with a blink and a stun go first.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah. Things chilling, going quiet. So I've taken a little look at these items just in case. We've got a nullifier. We've got a nullifier. That's going to be an issue for both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It still sort of works. 4 issues that this nullifier is going to solve. 6. All of a sudden, 4,500 gold is useless. Absolutely useless on an offlaner. Useless, not quite fair, but it is much less useful now. Roshan has roared, but I don't think the bad guys are interested in fighting this. No, they're not. Slada. Kaya Sanj. Kaya Sanj. He's looking for spell damage. I don't get this item either. Okay, I love Sanj. Why Kai?
Are under attack.
Oh well. Mars, what's he doing? I think he's just trying to get out. Yep, well done. Well played. Crimson Guard. Obviously Nullify can only dispel it from one person, the effect of Crimson Guard, but Vanguard does not help against an Ursa. Vanguard does not help against an Ursa much, especially at 48 minutes. Radiant scanning. Refresher on Shadow Shaman. It's gonna solve all of their high ground problems. They can pop 2 chickens and let the chicken do their thing. Like obviously the chicken is great in a fight, but I think it's much better at high ground.
Radiant are scanning.
Scanning. Yep, they're finally using. When you start playing confident, you play better. Scanning, looking for heroes. Respect. This is respectful play coming out here from the bad guys. Just not wanting to give them anything. Whoa, well played. Is he out again? Well done, Cat. That's 3 really nice escapes that I've seen. One was down here when he was on top of the high ground. Just waited himself out. One was back here, finding himself carefully blinking into here, waiting out the blink dagger and then escaping up here, and then as we saw again, another nice little escape. The man can play. The man can play, and I'm not surprised he can play because it seems like he often makes the game harder for himself. Cat, if you watch this, I love you, man. I'll stop being mean to you now in your shit items. I'll stop being mean. They're not even that bad.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Alrighty, alright. Okay. Going nice and relaxed. State of the game. There's one refresher. We got the refresher on the Warlock, and he's also got an Agadim Scepter, so he's scary. He's scary no matter what. He wants to survive. So he's absolute slotted. Has he bought himself an Ags yet? No, and that's his next item. But 49 seconds on this Aegis. He's probably just gonna suicide himself up onto this tower. Yep. Pop a chicken. He's refreshed. And the Luna. Great hero. There goes the chicken in the back line. A spear was very unlucky. Managed to almost get him in, but the arena has been used. BKB has been popped. The team should kite this out, but they're unaware that that's actually an option, so now they pop it. Warlock. He used his refresher. but he'd already used his second. No, he hasn't used his second golem. There it is. But is there any other damage coming out through? Luna buys back, tries to come and help his team out. Manages to pop a nice little lucent beam, putting in plenty of damage from his illusions. Ursa goes down once. Centaur Wall Runner is low, and so is the rest of the team. Oh, nice little Yule Scepter used there, but Ursa's just refreshed, so he's now got a BKB. Are they able to kill him in time? No. Very nice BKB TP, but they've managed to find themselves a Shadow Shaman. A Shadow Shaman is a nice little kill. A very... Oh, and they're going for more. The Death Prophet is going for more. Without an Ursa, they are much less scared. Luna finds herself finding hits. Are they able to get any more? No. Yes, yes, no. Fantastic. Yule Scepter stops this Centaur War Runner in his tracks. Now looks like they've got him. There is a Blade Mail coming out, so they're going to have to be careful putting too much damage on him. Yes, he's still... Look at all these reductions. How are they going to put damage on him? They are now finding a way. Luna pumping through some damage. His ultimate comes through, but so does the Arena, keeping him in one spot. He goes down as well. What a game! Very nice fight. Luna bought back, and he obviously had to, but it ended up being an incredible buyback. Finding himself a couple kills there. Death Prophet also managing to do plenty of damage. The fight recap is finally here. Let's have a look. 12k damage coming out from Centaur. 6k coming out from that Ursa with his 2 lives. 13k damage coming out from the Luna. Well done. And 7,600 coming out for our friend here on the Death Prophet. What a fight. Fantastic. Very even spread both directions. No team coming out on top there. Now, obviously, Luna no longer has a buyback, but now she's free to spend some gold. Warlock a little bit slow on the fingers there. I think he could have dropped the golems immediately after that refresher, but it looked like he accidentally misclicked or something. Assault Crash. I like it. I like it. Whenever speaking with death with spells or an attack, yep, she's going to be clicking, hoping to get some of these siphons out and gives armor to the team. She's looking plenty tanky. 3,300 health is very nice for a Death Prophet. What is Mars? Mars is coming out with a Hex. I think it's a good call. Shiva's already on a Death Prophet. He's going to come out with a Hex. But maybe a refresher would have looked good on him as well. Wonder what he's going to replace the Hex for. Maybe just the Ghost Scepter. Maybe he feels like it's just not doing enough. It is the cheapest item. Shadow Shaman is refresher and his chickens are back up. But look at that. They only took the tower with an Aegis refresher on Ursa. Yeah, Ursa felt that fear. He dipped. He really did dip. Shadow Shaman. Able to keep himself alive for a little bit. Yeah. Can he... Yep. And the team is focused on killing chicken number 1. Chicken number 1 goes down. They were hungry and they were fed. What a game. 11k in. Mic issue... Which one? Okay. Plenty of time, no rush. A 10-minute timer starting. Now. Oops, this is not what I wanted. Reset. I am struggling to use my... Oh, it's a right-click app. There we go. Bang. Warlock heart, Death Prophet heart, Snapfire heart. I'm okay. No need for more time. Ready to go. All right. We're getting back into it. Shadow Shaman buys back. Premature. I think premature. Oh, goodness. Do they? Yeah, okay. All four of the other heroes have buyback. Shadow Shaman's not there. Wait, you banana heads. They haven't waited, and a golem is dropped on their heads along with an arena. Ursa's looking very low, and Ursa is already dead. The rest of the team has noticed this, and they're trying to get out, but the golem comes through. The secondary golems come through and stop them in their tracks. Centaur Warrunner finally pops his BKB. Not sure why he hadn't popped it already. And they are able to run out. 2 deaths come out. The Ursa and the Grimstroke. Now, there is a silver... Assuming nobody else dies, there is a nice silver... I think Luna's going to catch this man. Yeah, he's going for the shield rune. This man is insane. Use your Shiva's guard, your banana. The Yule Scepter has come out. He's going to try and TP out. He was really dreaming with that one and manages to not TP out in front of 3 heroes with all... abilities to stop it, but now he's still alive. He's running a little bit more, but what he's doing is he's actually running into the mid lane, and that's where this team wants to be. They are now pushing this tower, and they're going ahead. They're going ahead and going to continue to push with an Assault Cuirass and a Luna. This is very scary. 2 buybacks have come out immediately. This is essentially just from not escaping when they had the chance. There's the Ursa buyback. They don't have their ultimates and they are trapped. Ursa's brought back and he's going to start hitting, pounding on the Death Prophet. Very good to pick. Now the Snapfire kisses are coming through. They know where he is because they know where the snap kisses are coming from. The kisses come down and they've found himself. Luna is out. So is Mars. So is Warlock. They're just going to sacrifice 2 here. Both the Death Prophet and the Snapfire are now dead. Nice little turn around, but that was always going to be an easy turnaround. They had no ultimates, no refreshers, but 3 buybacks. Black Ranger, Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, all coming back from the dead at a cost, and the cost is just money, just gold. Sweet Dozer, there were mic issues. They've been resolved. I'm just going to check a message.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Yes, that's it.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Oh, and the ultimate has come out. The Eclipse is coming out, but the BKB has been popped by the Ursa, so now they're putting damage onto the Snapfire. The Snapfire has died after a buyback, but he's gone. Now the Luna is also down for 100 seconds. 200 seconds of heroes missing for the team on the bad guys. This is not looking good, but they've now got themselves, Minor League Gaming have got themselves a Mega Creeps. Luna is gone. The Golems come through. If only he was able to pump out more damage. He's doing plenty on the Warlock, but the Glimmer Cape's not going to last forever. He's going down, but now he's been interrupted. Are they able to get himself a Centaur? The Centaur Warrunner is getting chased down by these Golems, but finally he's able to get himself away with a bunch of health. Golem can buy back, but this is looking a little bit hopeless. The Mars now is looking in trouble. Warlock is brought back, but it is a 4 for 5. There is not many heroes alive. Shadow Shaman blinks forward, catches himself a Warlock, and now he's going to catch some strays from this bear. The Ursa finishes off this hero. Minor League Gaming proving that bottom of the ladder means literally nothing. Finding themselves with a nice little victory here as they take down the Ancient and they take themselves for a nice little win. Minor League Gaming, well done. Well done. Nice little GG's coming out there because it really, really was. Fantastic. What a game. Classic you two. Classic these two teams. Now that is actually a bonus point. So if the death toll at the end of the game is within 8 of each other, then so if one team had 40 kills and the other had 48, that would be within. This one here is 2. This one here is 2. So I've got a nice little screenshot of the stats here. I am going to slide through and I'm going to slide through and give you guys just some of those stats here. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. And I am also going to say good night. There is no way for me to currently show you the ladder, so I do apologize. But what is essentially going to happen now is Minor League Gaming has made themselves, maybe have put themselves into the finals with that win and bonus point, depending on what happened with DSAC. And I think DSAC did lose. So I think Minor League Gaming have now got themselves in the 4th place. The bad guys are now 2nd on the ladder, so they are still going to be playing. Oh, no, they're 3rd on the ladder. So the bad guys are now 3rd on the ladder. So the Minor League Gaming and Backdoor Protectors will actually be playing themselves. They will be playing each other next week. Or week after. It's depending... And so that's very exciting. And then it looks like we've got Zero Expectations versus the Backdoor Protectors as 1st and 2nd. They're gonna go ahead and play each other. And the loser of that game will play the winner of MLG versus the bad guys. And then in the semi-final, and then there'll be a grand final. So that is now everything I've wanted to say. Thank you very much for watching, all 10 of you. Too many. It's too many. The pressure. Too many of you. But I could always do some more. So thank you all 10 of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I certainly enjoyed the game. I am now going to mute my mic and just scroll through the stats for you. So please enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Check the schedule for the upcoming games. And I will see you then. Goodbye.